Howdy, everyone. There's a Jeremy.
Hi.
We are out garage selling early today. Left the house at 7 a.m. There's not a whole lot of sales posted online, but one was like a little school community sale, so I wanted to go check that out. One of the garage sales we already hit up, though, for $1 a piece. Zoom in on that. Look at that. $1. And where's the other one?
And hidden gem.
Duck Dynasty for $1. Fucking Xbox One games for $1. At the garage sale right over there, picked up for 50 cents a piece. Good start to the day with really cheap shit. We got disc onlys of Wii Sports and New Super Mario Bros. And then copies of Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I was originally just going to pick up the Mario and maybe the Wii Sports, but then they said 50 cents, so I was like, ah, shit, I'll just take all four. I promise Snaggle Fruits will be in the video later, but we do have Mr. Tickle with us. Say hi, Mr. Tickle.
Hey, I'm Mr. Tickle. Want to tickle me?
Creepy. No, I don't. In that bag in the back seat, I think you can see there's some Wii crap, a Wii system, 4 Wii remotes, 1 nunchuck. The only thing that's really missing is the audio-video cable. I think I have a few extra of those. No games. They wanted $15 for it. That was fine by me. She says she had an N64 in the garage. We dug around. She actually let us kind of look around a little bit. We did not find it.
No, we did not.
Exchange phone numbers. Hopefully she'll come across it. It's been a Wii-filled day so far, unfortunately. I mean, I guess Wii stuff is better than nothing, but goddamn, there's a lot of Wii stuff out there. That fabulous sale right over there. Picked up a... What the hell? Mr. Tickle, get out of there. Stop tickling the fucking Skylanders. That's gross. I got a bag of Skylanders. Well, there's like 8 or 9 of them in there. It was $4 for the bag. No game, unfortunately. Did get the base for it, at least. Just leaving this pawn shop over here. One of the nicer ones in the area in the sense of them being nice and giving good deals. For $5 each, picked up an RPG, a NIS title, Time and Eternity, and then UFC Undisputed 2010 for $10 for the two of them. It was just going to be $7 for the Time and Eternity, and I was like, how about I guess I'll throw in something to make it a 10, because he said, you're only buying one thing. I won't do $5 on just one. We'll do 5 on 2. So, still worth $5 for UFC 2010. From a sweet, sweet little old lady back over there, Mr. Tickle picked up more Wii games. More Wii games. There's Wii everywhere today. I'm going to pull over for a second. What we got? We got Angry Birds Star Wars and Mario Galaxy. Mr. Tickle has now become Mr. Wee Tickle. Snaggle Fruits just sucks. He'll be in the wrap-up portion of this video, but it's like going on 10:40 now, so we haven't hit a whole lot of garage sales in the last like 30-40 minutes. I think we're going to hit up some pawn shops, go eat some delicious chicken fingers at PDQ. Check out PDQ if you have a PDQ near you. They're pretty damn quality. That's what do they actually go by? What is it? I'm pretty damn quality is what I'm going to say. Jeremy got another pretty sweet oh god, that's creepy. This stuff came from the same guy a few weeks ago. He got a ton of stuff, like $150. Not quite as much stuff this time, but still pretty damn sweet. He spent $100 on all this.
Got the Leonardo? Leonardo?
Yeah, it's Leo.
Yeah.
Leo little figurine.
Original Ewok combat glider, still sealed.
Well, the tape's like coming off, but the thing inside's never been taken out.
Jibo Ewok
from '83, I believe. That's still sealed. Stargate, Kiss,
Paul Stanley.
Oh, beautiful. Star Trek. Some Action Masters. What was the other one?
That one's Predator, and the other one's Terminator.
Predator and Terminator.
R2-D2 cassette player.
That's pretty cool.
Little Star Wars Return of the Jedi cup.
And this is probably the best thing. Yeah, it's a Darth Vader head. No big deal, but it has 26 tumbling action figures inside. Some really good ones. There's a little Yoda right there. Complete Yoda. Very awesome. The Curse of Mr. Tickle's Wii-apalooza might be over now, at least. We did hit up another garage sale. That one right over there. Got a DS Lite, a black one with the charger, no stylus, for $8. Finally, it's the moment you've all been waiting for this entire video. I know, you're very excited. It is the return of the crappy Snaggle Fruits. He has not come along garage selling for a couple weeks now. He brought some really bad luck I kept finding PS1 systems when I had him in the car. But Mr. Tickle, I don't know if his luck is that much better, but maybe I need to bring both of them at the same time. I might have to do that next time we go garage selling. But he is here to help do the drum roll for the random game giveaway this week. So Snaggle Fruits, just bang your damn skull on something. The winner of this week's random game on whatever system they want is Stephen Wood. Congratulations, Stephen. Thank you for watching. Please send me a personal message either here on the YouTube page or on the Facebook fan page and let me know what system you want your random game to be selected for and your address so I can send that off to you in the next couple weeks. And as always, wait, come back, Snaggle Fruits. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw you so far away. We have to do a game giveaway for this week. So all you have to do is be subscribed, thumbs up this video you're watching right now, and leave a comment down below. Comment can be about whatever, but sort of based on what a lot of people responded last week. Last week's question was, if you could have anything you want in your game room, what would it be? A lot of people said some sort of arcade machine, stuff like that. So I want to know, did you go to the arcades a lot when you were younger? Are there any around near you today? What was your favorite machine to play on? For me, when I was younger, there weren't a whole lot nearby. There was one at the local mall, and then like the bowling alley and the movie theater had a bunch of arcade machines. Currently today, I have to drive like 45 minutes to an hour to get to like an actual arcade. There are some like in the Orlando area, but they're at like, you know, big theme park kind of places. They're not really a cool little arcade tucked away somewhere. So let me know down below, arcades, how they affected your life. So to enter the contest, all I have to do is be subscribed, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment down below. I don't need you anymore, Snaggle. You have until this Friday night at 11:59 p.m. to enter, and the winner is always announced in the following game pickup video from that next weekend. All right, now on to the pickups you haven't seen for today. I didn't really show you. Oh, I actually want to mention, obviously you can see I'm back in the game room 2 weeks in a row now. Different angle though, I'm facing sort of the other direction, other corner of the room. I've gotten about 10 or 12 more boxes out of here since last week, so I'm making good progress packing stuff up, but there still is a ton of crap. There's some bare space. You can see some bare areas. This wall's all bare over here. Anyways, the Wii I got today. You have not really, I didn't really show you everything that was in that bag. Obviously just a white Wii system, but it does have its doors. Still have not 100% tested it because I don't have an audio-video cable laying out. I know that sounds crazy, but there's one around here somewhere. And then it had a boatload of controllers. I think this is the most I've picked up with one Wii bundle. 4 Wii remotes, all in pretty damn nice condition. None of them are Wii Motion Plus, just all regular ones. And they all had their condoms, so they're all safe and good to go. And then I think I might have said in the car there was only 1 nunchuck, but there's actually 3 in there. I don't know how I missed that. They're in decent shape. But for $15 to get 4 controllers, 3 nunchucks, most of the cables except for the audio-video, and had like a Wii steering wheel for 15 bucks. I thought that was a pretty decent pickup. She did call me back, and she is going to give me the cable when she, actually, it's like wrapped up in her TV, weird cable bundle behind her TV that's mounted on the wall. So she said once she gets that TV down and they're moving that she would give it to me. So that was nice of her. I then got a cool little pickup at a pawn shop. These were $5 each, $15. I love this pawn shop because I know that as long as I buy at least a few games, they'll pretty much be $5 a piece every time I go in there. Same place that today I got that Time and Eternity game. We have Yakuza 4, which I actually did not have for my collection yet. Then Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution on the PS3. And the limited edition of Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remastered. The casing is a little rough condition. You can see it's like torn there, a little beat up on the corners. And actually like the pegs inside where the disc go, they're cracked. But still, $5, not too shabby. Then Cash America Pawn this weekend, at least all the ones local to me, were doing like a tent sale in their parking lot. And they told me about it. I kind of forgot about it, but I managed to go Friday afternoon. A lot of stuff was already gone, but I did pick up all this stuff for $50. We have 2 PS3 controllers, both obviously Sony brand, DualShock. Actually, I'm doubling. I'm pretty sure they're both DualShock. And they had a ton. This pawn shop I've gone in multiple times. I always ask for a few certain things at most pawn shops. Do you have any PS3 controllers, 360 controllers? It's kind of pointless to ask for like Xbox One and PS4 because the chance they're going to have extra ones are pretty slim, at least at this point, but you never know. So I always ask for PS3, 360, 360 slim power cables, just see if they have extra stuff that's decent, worth some money to either, try to trade, sell, or trade in at GameStop. They never have extra controllers, but for whatever reason she said she went through and she actually found a box that apparently over time they were throwing controllers in that she didn't know about. There was like 4 or 5 PS3 controllers and like about the same amount for 360 and tons of Wii controllers. Those are the only 2 I picked up because all the rest were sort of funky. The analog rubber was wearing off a lot of them. But always ask at pawn shops. Maybe pick a few like personal items to yourself. Like, like I said, I always ask for the 360 slim power cables because they trade in for like $26 at GameStop. The slim models, not the E model. The E model trades in for good too. The newer ones trades in decently, but not as much. Ask, for some random items like that, and a lot of times they might have an extra. Maybe they had a broken system and they're just parting off the stuff, and you can get it for $10, $5, something like that. I have a copy of Mirror's Edge. That was $5. Inuyasha and the Secret of the Cursed Mask on the PS2. RPG adventure title, and the reason why I bought it mainly is because it actually had its little promo card in there. Iron Reaver Soul Stealer is the card. It was a trading card game that they had. I want to say they probably did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 sets for, somewhere around there, that Katie actually used to collect for, and then we sold them all to the mole because he loves random cards. That's why I picked this up. That was $5. Then we have Diablo Reaper of Souls on the Xbox One. That was $10. They originally had it like 20 or 25, so she took over 50% off on that one. And then Bioshock 2, and the bonus content on the Xbox 360. And this is a solid like $20 to $30, used game because of all the content on it. But this one's factory sealed. It does have a slice in the top, which kind of sucks into the actual box, but it is brand new. So I picked that up. That was also $10. I think they had 20 on that originally. I believe that's 10, 20, 30, 40. Yep, that's where my $50 went. Solid $50. So actually, I guess it was a little cheaper than that because the tax ended up being like an even 50. So maybe like Inuyasha was 3 and change or so. Then some things I got just randomly this week. I picked up a game for my PSP collection. Fading Shadows is the only other PSP game I have on my list that I'm looking for. This one's been on there for a little while. Guilty Gear Judgment, and it is not just a fighting game. It actually has a fighting game on here, but there are 2 games. The other is a side-scroller beat-em-up, and when this game first came out, I was like, oh, Guilty Gear, that's a fighting game. I personally don't really buy fighting games. I don't mind playing them at like a friend's house or something, but I don't buy them for my collection. But when I realized it was like a beat-em-up on there, I wanted to get it. So it took me a while to find a complete copy, but I finally got it to add to the collection. Almost forgot to give a thank you to Joseph for hooking me up with the Guilty Gear. Thank you for helping me check off another PSP game on my list. This is just a little promo item for the Mad Max video game coming out September 1st. It's a little car. Almost all of these that were sent to the store were in horrible condition. Like the cars were falling off the front of the cardboard, or the cardboard was all bent up, so I got one of the few that weren't destroyed. And then this is just a stack of games that came out this past week or so. We have Dishonored Definitive Edition. Obviously, it's a remaster of Dishonored with the extra content put in. Until Dawn. Now, this game, if you haven't heard about it and you're a survival horror fan, I've heard mixed reviews on it, but the idea is there's, think of it like a teen horror slasher film. There's 8 people trapped in a house, and they have to survive until dawn, and there's a murderer, creepy guy in the house. You do a lot of hiding and sneaking around, so you're not like going to get a machine gun necessarily and mow down a bunch of enemies. But we don't get a lot of survival horror games anymore, so you might want to give that one a check out. Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Heard some really good things about the remastering of that. And then it's pretty cool. One Piece Pirate Warrior 3. Warriors 3, sorry. This falls into the category for me of, obviously, a lot of the One Piece games have been like fighters, or a lot of like anime translated games tend to be like fighters, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z and stuff. But I do like the ones that are adventure or hack and slash, open world kind of games. So that was kind of cool. I also want to show you real quick the Skylanders I got in that bag. I do not know all their names, so I'll just randomly show you them. I always thought that one was cool, sitting on top of the skull. Pretty little blue guy. If you're into Skylanders and you know if any of these are super crazy rare or anything like that, please let me know. But I believe these are all from like the original set, and they all look like, you know, fairly the common ones that came out. No like crazy glow-in-the-dark ones or 24 karat gold. I know they didn't do any 24 karat gold Skylanders, but anyways, that's about it for the pickups from this past week. Just like in last week's pickups video, though, I'm going to show you a few random items that are in my game room that, as I'm clearing out and pulling stuff out, I can access now. Now, this was kind of cool, the Devil Summoner 2 Collector's Edition. I remember these were printed in pretty big mass. Quite a few sat around in stores for a long time, and I think at one point they were going for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. It's a cool little one that has a plushie inside of it, and I like the ones where you can see everything. Granted, it's only basically two things, the game and the plushie, but cool little packaging. Then we have one of my favorite little standees that I've ever gotten. This came from a store while I was on tour, and up in Wisconsin. I got a bunch of little standees while I was there, and this is a Final Fantasy VII. We have Bushido Blade, Final Fantasy Tactics, and Saga Frontier. It actually still has some of the little cards that would have come with it. They have hot tips for each game on there. We have a plush Conquer from Conquer Live and Reloaded. His shoes are not in the best condition. As you can see, the paint's like chipping off. But overall, he's pretty decent. He still has a little dog tag. Thought he was cool. I actually got him from my friend's anime store, Anime Fix. I think I picked him up for like $5. Alright, that is it, everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to enter the game giveaway. Just be subscribed, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment down below. And I will talk to you all later. Peace!